Hey guys, this is Bill with Handgun Safety Academy. Hope you guys had having a great day so far. Hey, I wanted to do a short video today about a tip on for those of you that are carrying a CCW permit and you're actually carrying a loaded handgun in a concealed holster in public. Guys, it's really important to fully understand your responsibility when you are carrying a loaded firearm in public when having a CCW permit. Most of the people I've talked to that do have a permit, most of them don't really understand the responsibility they're taking and the laws. And so what I have done is I have developed two classes. They're about an hour and a half long each. The first class is called Situational Awareness, and that's going to teach you how to be aware of your surroundings when you're carrying a concealed weapon. The next course that we offer is another hour and a half course. Probably one of the most important ones if you're carrying a firearm in public is my violent encounters and their aftermath. And that class is going to teach you basically what happens if the unthinkable happens and you do end up having to pull your firearm and actually have to stop an attacker to either save yourself or protect your family. So you got to know the steps here. But what happened, the reason why I'm bringing this video up is because some of you may not understand the laws here in California. They're really, really strict. We all know that here in California, they're not really for us Second Amendment gun holders, and so we have to really be careful when a situation comes up, a defensive situation comes up, and we need to know exactly when we should shoot. So what happened in Minnesota? I just got this message, was a person who was carrying a concealed permitted handgun had an attacker come at him with a machete. And so what they've been teaching us in the past about blanching, and what blanching means is that you're going to pull your firearm out of your concealed holster and you're going to show that attacker that you can defend yourself. You may not have to fire that, you may not have to bring that attacker down by firing your weapon, but just that attacker seeing your firearm in your hand, most of the time those attackers aren't going to want any extra holes in them, so they're going to turn around and run. But guess what? We're in California, so things can change when it comes to going to, if you have to go to court or go in front of a prosecutor or a jury to defend yourself, even though you did not shoot. And so there's 4 rules that govern a deadly force outside of the home conflict. And these are the 4 rules you got to obey before you even before you pull your firearm out to stop an attacker. And in our violent encounters and in the aftermath, we teach you these 4 rules. Now, one of the rules that concerns this Minnesota incident is you must have no reasonable means of retreat or escape. That's a big issue, because if you have to branch or if you have to pull your firearm out to stop an aggressive attack, no matter if it's a baseball bat or a tire iron or a machete, and you pull your firearm out, you're branching basically. But even if that attacker, say that attacker decides to, he sees it and he runs, or he turns away, and you actually reported it and have to go to court over it. Well, you also have to understand what reasonable person test, because that's what the prosecutor is going to look at you differently because you have a CCW permit and you are carrying a firearm outside outside. So you have to be able to understand that the prosecutor is going to do what they call a reasonable person test. That means they may take a jury member and they may explain to them your example or what you did to them, and how would they react to what you've done. Would they have reacted the same way, or would they have reacted differently? Well, in the Minnesota case, what happened was the judge came up and said, well, did you have a reasonable means of retreat or escape? See, that's the key right there. So if this person with the machete was coming after that person, could they have turned around and ran or escaped from the situation without pulling his firearm? Remember, guys, we live here in California, so they're going to look at us way different than Minnesota. And chances are, if we don't have enough evidence, or if, say, somebody didn't take a video of it, or we did not yell out commands to stop, then we could possibly be prosecuted. So what does the California law says about this? Well, under the California Penal Code, section 417 PC, it is a crime to publicly brandish, which means pull your firearm, a weapon. By doing this can result in criminal penalties. So what that means is that it could go either way. And so that's why these two classes we offer, situational awareness and violent encounters and the aftermath, are so important to understand, because they're gonna hopefully give you enough information along with the rules governing using a deadly force outside the home to hopefully keep you out of prison. And they're very affordable, and like I said, they're only an hour and a half. They're in an air-conditioned training center here in the Marietta, California area. So all you got to do is go to handgunsafetyacademy.com and check out the two classes, the courses that we offer, and the description, and it will explain. Again, you can go to handgunsafetyacademy.com.